Hey friends, Mike and Jess here.
And welcome to Regeneration Nation TV. Today we are doing a tribute to Armistice Day, Veterans Day for us here in the U.S. Today we're reacting to MOTÖRHEAD. This is 1916.
This request comes from our friend Simon. They wrote us a few messages giving us some context around this song, why they requested it, why it's important to them. So I'm going to read a little bit of the message, one of the messages that he sent. And we're also, well, first of all, let me just read this and then give you some context so you understand a little bit better. Said, try to imagine playing this just as you come out of a minute of silence, the first time the station did it. They got a friend of mine, an ex-serviceman, to read Lawrence Binyon's poem, For the Fallen, before the silence. All in all, it was an emotional few minutes. So, yeah, every day for Armistice Day, the radio station that he likes to listen to always chooses a song to play coming out of a moment of silence, a minute of silence. And so they read this poem. So we've pulled up the poem and we're actually going to read it before this as well.
I think it's a beautiful tribute and it's something to show our respect for our friends from across the pond as well. And to get us involved in knowing what the history is. So
and a tribute to the fallen soldiers.
Absolutely.
You know, World War I was one of the most deadly conflicts known to our existence.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's important to us to show tribute, and so yeah, we'll do everything we can to do that. So yeah, we've got this poem pulled up. Jess is gonna read it because she's a better reader than I am.
We'll see. All right. With proud thanksgiving, a mother for her children, England mourns for her dead across the sea. Flesh of her flesh they were, spirit of her spirit, fallen in the cause of the free. Solemn the drums thrill, death august and royal, sing sorrow up into immortal spheres. There is music in the midst of desolation, and a glory that shines upon our tears. They went with song to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady and aglow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them. They mingle not with their laughing comrades again. They sit no more at familiar tables of home. They have not in our labor of the day of time. They sleep beyond England's foam. But where our desires and our hopes profound, felt as a wellspring that is hidden from sight, to the innermost heart of their own land they are known, as the stars are known to the night. As the stars that shall be bright when we are dust, moving in marches upon the heavenly plain, as the stars that are starry in the time of our darkness, to the end they remain. Wow.
That was a beautiful poem.
I can't believe I've never read that poem before.
Yep, me either. That was very beautiful. Very fitting. So thank you for sharing that with us, Simon. We are going to get into this now. We do have links for MOTÖRHEAD's channel down below. We have links for this original video and the video that we're reacting to. This is actually not from MOTÖRHEAD. This is from a channel called Reedy. This is a World War I tribute video along with the song. So yeah, let's get into this.
Let's do it.
Years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes. God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never did get any older. But I knew at the time coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud and the guts and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it wasn't my fault, and I wasn't to blame. The day not half over, and 10,000 slain, and now there's nobody remembers our names, and that's how it is for us older.
What an impactful song. Beautifully written song. The instrumental, like it's the perfect pace of a song
The lead
surrounding something like that.
Yeah, the lead singer, Simon did mention to us that he likes the sound of his voice. It's very, the way that it breaks and it just shows that emotion in the way that he sings. I definitely agree with him. It definitely embodied the lyrics of that song, and like he was telling a story from his point of view and actually experiencing something like that. And it definitely, depicted with the pictures, it just hits you so hard of all the men and women that serve, no matter what country you're from, that serve to protect something. And we're sitting here today because there's plenty of men and women that have served and lost their lives or lost a piece of them because of the things that they see that I could never imagine seeing. Like, I'm definitely thankful. I really appreciate that we're doing this tribute video, because I feel like it's the least that I can do. I mean, I'm sitting here living off of the freedom that they have given. So it's all we can do to support them in some way, to remember them, even people who they didn't know who died and they didn't have any family left behind and they're in unmarked graves. We are definitely thinking of them. They're thinking of the families of people that have lost someone that has been fighting for us and fighting for our freedom. There are no words that could cover the amount of gratitude that I have for that.
Yeah, I think when people set up days like this to remember those people who sacrificed everything for us, that's their hope, is to these days come around and we reflect and we remember and we celebrate them. And I do think that sometimes those things get lost, so that was our hope of doing a reaction like this. And I'm sure that was Motorhead's hope as well, creating a song like this. Even the person who made the tribute video that went along with this song, that's everybody's hope, is this, that we truly do reflect and we remember those people and we celebrate their lives, and we appreciate them and their sacrifice. And that's what this entire day is about. So, I know myself, these days have come up and I don't reflect the way that I should, and it's important that songs like this and videos like this are made to help us remember, help us reflect properly, and help us appreciate properly. So I hope you do that. Take a few minutes out, take a moment of silence, reflect, appreciate, and we want to say thank you to everybody that's still serving to this day.
Absolutely.
This goes all the way back to World War I, but there's so many wars throughout history that have led us up to this point, led us up to the freedom that we have now, but there's still wars going on right now in this world. And there's still people out there fighting and sacrificing. So thank you to everybody in the armed forces, no matter what country you serve for. We appreciate you. We honor you in this day. And thank you to everybody who's watching. And just remember to take a few minutes out today and do the same. All right, friends. Much love to everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, friends.
Peace.
I'm not